I just want to make sure, oops.
Is this camera?
I just want to make sure that the music and my speaking are all right, that you can hear me.
Is that good?
Okay. So we're starting on our backs. And bring the legs out long, arms to the sides, palms face up, settling into Shavasana, settling into corpse pose. So in an early morning class, I would normally start in Shavasana because it's too tempting to go back to sleep. But we've had enough time awake that can stay nicely in that space between some deep breaths down to the feet and up to the crown of the head. Breathe deep into your belly, pressing your navel up toward the sky. And taking this time to bring yourself into the present moment, leaving all other thoughts and distractions outside of this space. Begin to reach your right arm up overhead. Bend at the elbow and bring your left hand to your right elbow. Right hand to the left elbow. Just allowing the arms to rest above the head. Breathe into the ribs, chest, the arms. Relaxing the shoulders. Keep the left leg out long. Bend the right knee and cross the right foot over the left leg. So you're standing your right foot on the outside of the left leg. I call this crone awakening pose. So feeling this really deep in the lower back, relaxing your inner thigh, relaxing the knee as best you can. There is a tendency here to grip in the leg or in the feet. See if you can soften. A few more rounds of breath. And then uncross the legs, send the right leg out long, bend the left knee. And we'll switch the arms as well. So the left arm reaches up, the right arm reaches up. Left elbow bends, reaching for the right elbow, right hand to the left elbow. So it's a subtle difference, but there is a difference there. Reaching out through the right heel, flexing the toes back toward the face. Step the left foot to the outside of the right leg. Wiggle the toes to release tension. Crone awakening. Opening up that lower back space with your breath. trying your best to relax the inner thigh and the knee. Two more rounds of breath. And begin to release the legs out long, arms to your sides, palms face up, coming back into Shavasana. This is a good time to set an intention for yourself, for your practice. An intention is the root of all goals. That core feeling you wish to cultivate in your life at this time. Walk your feet back toward your hips. Left heel to the center of the right thigh. Flex the foot. Taking a figure 4, we'll draw the right knee in toward the chest. Keep drawing the left knee away from you. And we'll raise the leg, the right leg up high, tuck the chin in toward the chest, and then let the leg drop. So we're going to keep moving the right leg. And flex the toes back toward the face. When you reach the top, point the toes, and then let the leg drop down. So flex the foot, point the toes, and release. We have 2 more of those. Flex the foot, point the toes, release. Last round, flex the foot, point the toes, release. And drop the right foot to the earth, cross the left leg over the right, draw the knees into the chest. Reach your arms up overhead. Right arm comes under the left arm, creating eagle arms. So your forearms come together, palms together. If that's not available, bring your hands to your shoulders. Tuck the chin in toward the chest. Take a deep breath in and exhale, elbow to knee. Hollow out the belly. Holding here. Inhale to release the shoulders back to the earth. Deep breath in and then exhale, bring it in. Elbow to knee. Inhale to drop the shoulders back to the earth. We have 1 more. Exhale, elbow to knee. Holding that exhale, drawing the navel in toward the spine. 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring your feet back to the earth. Unwind the arms. Bring the legs out long. Take Shavasana for a moment here. Maybe moving the feet from side to side, releasing. Excellent. And we'll walk the feet back toward the hips, right heel to the center of the left thigh, flex the foot. Taking that figure 4 position again. On the other side, drawing the right knee away from you, and then begin to extend the left leg up. Flex the toes back toward the face, point the toes, and then let the leg drop. Inhale, lift the leg, flex the foot, point the toes, release. So find your own rhythm or pattern with this. But flexing the foot, pointing the toes, and release. Noticing the difference in the stretch as you move through the leg. We have 3 more. And then release the left foot to the earth, crossing the right leg over the left like you're sitting in a chair. Arms reach up overhead, left arm comes under the right arm, forearms together in equal arms. Lift the knees up, the feet up off the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, elbow to knees, hollow out the belly, lifting the shoulders up off the floor. And inhale, drop the shoulders back to the earth. Keep the feet lifted up off the floor. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, elbow to knee. Everything hugging toward the center line. Forehead to your wrist. Inhale, drop the shoulders back to the earth. Deep breath in. Last one, exhale, navel to spine, hollow out the belly. And release the shoulders back to the earth, unwind the arms. Bring your arms out to your sides, legs out long, Shavasana, wiggle the feet. Maybe wiggle the finger. Step your feet back up toward the hips. Feet hip distance apart. Arms to your sides, palms facing down. Begin to move the knees from side to side. So just exploring the space of the lower back, tipping the pelvis up and then down. And especially in the morning, we get a lot of information about the way that we sleep and how that impacts our bodies. So just gathering that information as we go. We'll take a nice deep breath, come to center, and then lift the hips up off the floor, coming into bridge. Reach the arms up overhead. And hold here. Begin to walk the feet a little bit closer to your hips, lifting those hips up high. And slowly lower down the spine, bringing your arms down to your side, hands behind the knees, roll along the spine. So we have fun with this. Relax the shoulders. See if you can massage all the way to the neck. A few more rounds. And then coming up to boat. So your toes just gently touch the earth. And we have different layers to this posture. So you can stay here. You can lift the legs up off the floor. Or the feet up off the floor, I should say. Shins parallel to the ceiling. Keep your hands behind the thighs. Or bring your arms out to your sides. Lift the chest, lift the heart. Draw the knees in toward one another. And hug the knees into the chest. Drop your knees over toward the left side and come all the way over into table. Clawing into the fingertips, lift the wrists up off the floor. So just pick your weight onto your fingertips and shift your weight forward slightly. Maybe a little bit of a pulse here. keeping the wrists up off the floor. And release, shift the hips back, turn your palms up toward the sky. Let your head drop between the arms. Turn your palms down toward the floor again, press into the fingertips, shift forward. Lift the wrists up off the floor, so you're just grounding the fingertips, the fingers, and the space between the index finger and thumb. Fingers are spread wide, and again, pulse. So shift your weight forward. Finding some strength in the hands and the wrists. And shift your hips back, turn your palms up toward the sky. Head sinks down. Turn your palms down to the floor, shift forward into Sphinx. Elbows underneath the shoulders, arms parallel. Tops of the feet touching the earth. Kneecaps are lifted, shoulders roll down the back. Keep a nice long neck, close your eyes. Focus in on the fingers, so pressing into each fingertip. Drawing the belly upward, the tailbone downward. Relaxing the glutes. And walk your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck the toes under, shift your hips back and up, downward facing dog. First downward facing dog, we pedal out the legs. Pedal out the legs, one heel to the floor and then the other. Lifting the hips skyward, ears in line with the elbows. And then bend your knees generously, bring your belly to your thigh. And then slowly sink your heels back toward the earth. We'll do 2 more of those. Bend the knees, belly to the thighs. Sink the heels back. One more time. Belly to thighs. Sink the heels back. Right leg comes up high. Come up onto the left toes. Bring your right knee into your chest. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Step the right foot through. Stay up in a runner's lunge. So up on the back toes. Reach back through the back heel. Crown of the head reaches forward. Left fingertips to the earth. Right fingertips reach up toward the sky. Right fingertips back to the earth, step it back to downward facing dog. And we'll do 3 more of those belly to thigh movements. Belly to the thighs, drop the heels toward the earth. Bend the knees, belly to thigh, and then drop the heel. One more time. And then left leg lifts up high, come up onto the right toes, left knee into the chest, nose to knee, holding it here. For 3, 2, and 1. Step the left foot through. Keep the back knee lifted. Right fingertips to the inside of the left foot, left fingertips to the sky. And then left fingertips to the earth. Step the back foot up to meet the front foot. We're in a forward fold. Enjoy here. Find the twisting movements. So your feet stay fixed, but your body moves and sways from side to side. And you'll feel this creating that twisting sensation maybe in the calf muscles or the ankles. And that's what we're looking for here. We can start to take this twisting sensation, let the arms come loose. So you can watch me if you want, if you don't know what I mean, but really you're just letting yourself swing from side to side, drawing big circles with your nice loose arms. You need space for this. And then start to look up underneath the armpit as you go. So just adding a little bit more movement, whatever feels nice or right to you. You can keep getting higher and higher and higher and higher. All the way up, all the way down, swooping. 2 more. Reach the arms up to the sky and let them fall down to your side. Walk your feet out a little bit wider than mat distance apart. So I'll show you this way. Inhale the arms open and wide. We'll exhale, right fingertips to left foot or right hand to left ankle. Inhale up. And then we'll do that to the other side. So left hand to the right ankle, right fingertips to the sky. Swoop the right arm up. And then we'll take it over to the other side. Swoop and down. Finding that twist in the middle back. Inhale through center, exhale to twist. And sometimes it helps to find the twist before you come down. So twist halfway, bring that arm down. Swoop the right arm up. Left arm comes up. We have 2 more on each side. So that's 1. And that's 2. Inhale the arms up. Turn the toes out, heels in. Sink down into goddess. Pressing the hips forward. Rolling through the feet. Press those hips forward. Roll the inner thigh outward. And pulse. Keep breathing, keep pulling the belly up and in. And 3, 2, 1. Turn the outside edges of the feet in line with the outside edges of the mat. Forward fold, wide-legged. Yes, yes, yes. Shifting from one side to the other. Bend one knee, bend the other. Feeling the stretch in the inner thighs. All right, and start to turn the heels back in, come back up through goddess. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, starfish. And then hands to heart center, heel toe, the feet back towards center, a distance apart. Lifting the crown of the head, coming to the top of your mat. Inhale the arms up. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms down toward the root. So this is a deep, intense breath, a sharp breath in, and then an exhale out through the mouth. Be 3 more. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the forward fold. Reach your arms out wide to your sides. Halfway lift belly to spine. Reach out to the crown of the head. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up. We do 6 of those breaths. Interlace the fingers. Press it down. And then inhale the arms up. Exhale the forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reach the arms out to the sides. Palms facing down, reach out through the fingertips. Nice long spine, lift the belly. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, 6 of those breaths. 3 more. Inhale the arms up, exhale the forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reach out through the fingertips, like you're flying. Exhale, fold. This time we're gonna step it back into down dog. Right leg comes up high, bend at the knee, foot comes over toward the left side. Flex the foot, square the shoulders. Feel that stretch in your belly. Come up onto the left toes, right knee into the chest. Step the foot through. Drop the back knee. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Open the chest and heart, nice and wide. And then plant the palms, step it back into down dog. Round the right heel, left leg lifts up high, bend at the knee, foot comes over toward the right side, flex the foot. Come up onto the right toes, left knee into the chest. And then step the foot through, drop the back knee. Inhale the arms forward, up and back, open the chest. And plant the palms, step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway lift, reach out, spine, belly to spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, interlace your fingers, 6 of those breaths. 2. 3 more. Inhale up, exhale forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, reach out to the fingertips, exhale fold. Plant the palms, step it back to down dog. Right leg comes up high, bend at the knee, foot comes over toward the left side, flex the foot, square off the shoulders. Come up onto the left toes, right knee into the chest. Step the foot through, drop the back knee, inhale the arms forward, up and back. Open the chest and heart. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back into downward facing dog. Round the right heel, left leg lifts. Bend at the knee, foot over toward the right side. Flex the foot. Come up onto the right toes, left knee into the chest, and then step the foot through, drop the back knee, inhale the arms forward, up and back. Exhale, plant the palms, step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach out through those fingertips, nice and wide. You can fly. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, interlace the fingers, 6 of those breaths. 3 more. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the palms back to downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs for a moment here. And then we ground the left heel, right leg comes up high, bend at the knee, foot comes over toward the left side. Flex the foot, square off the shoulders. Come up onto the left toes, right knee into the chest, step the foot through, drop the back knee, inhale the arms, forward, up, and back. So we're gonna switch it up on this salutation. We'll plant the palms, step it back to three-legged dog. So left heel to the earth, right leg lifts up high. Keep the hips square, so the right toes are pointing down. Come up onto the left toes, right knee into the chest. Step the foot through, drop the back knee, inhale the arms, forward, up, and back. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back into three-legged dog, rounding that left heel, keeping the hips square, right toes pointing down, right leg is lifted. Come up onto the left toes, right knee into the chest, step the foot through, drop the back knee, inhale the arms, forward, up, and back. Plant the palms, step it back into downward facing dog. Rest here for a few breaths. And then we begin to lift the left leg up high, bend at the knee, foot comes over toward the right side. Flex the foot, square the shoulders. Come up onto the right toes, left knee into the chest. Step the foot through, drop the back knee, inhale the arms forward, up and back. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back into three-legged dog. Round the right heel, keep the hips square, left toes pointing down, left leg lifted. Come up onto the right toes, left knee into the chest. Step the foot through, drop the back knee, inhale the arms forward, up and back. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, three-legged dog. Last one. Coming up onto the right toes, left knee into the chest. Step the foot through, inhale. And exhale, fingertips to the earth, step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Interlace the fingers, fix those breaths. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back to downward facing dog. So this time, we are going to make, I have hair in my mouth. This time we're going to make the transition into pigeon. So lifting the right leg up high, come up onto the left toes, right knee comes to the outside of the right wrist, foot toward the left wrist. Square off those hips. Square the shoulders, walk yourself back toward the hips. Feel free to make this more restful by placing something underneath the right hip. Finding your alignment first, finding yourself upright before surrendering over the leg. So you can also place a block or something underneath the forehead, or you can rest your head on the ground, whatever comes naturally. And we're going to do what I like to call a primal breath, which is an inhale where we're pulling up out of the hip. So become really conscious and aware of that inhale in the hip, making space. And then on the exhale, you make a sound, you scream, you sing, you swear, whatever you want to do. When I do this privately, I usually yell the F word. So anything goes here. Inhale in through the nose and exhale. Ha! 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 3 more. Ha! 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 And then settle into your breath, or if you're not done yelling yet, keep going. So Sometimes it's a holy and righteous anger that's coming up out of that space, so we allow it to release. And we're not taking ourselves too seriously in our practice today. Probably should have mentioned that earlier. So if you find yourself taking yourself too seriously, maybe have a little laugh. It can be funny how much we hate something sometimes.
How much we hate what?
Two more rounds of breath. And then walk your hands back toward your legs. Drop your right hip to the earth. Bring the left thigh up toward the right foot. And we're going to transition right into a twist. So walking and turning around toward the back edge of the right hip. You can stay up high or you can drop yourself down onto your forearms. This is a posture we usually do in restorative where you have a bolster under the body. So if you do want to bring a pillow in, you can definitely do that. But here, with the left arm, be mindful of the stretch. So moving from, if you're down on your right forearm, move the left arm from the fingertips to the hip, and then back again, and feel where you need that stretch, turning the shoulder up or down. Find that nice, perfect, juicy spot for you. Okay, and we'll start to unwind, walking yourself back toward your legs. Hands to the earth, tip back over onto the right leg, but send the toes back. So the toes are pointing straight back. It's kind of like pigeon, except that your knee is pointing straight forward, your hip is sinking back toward your heel. Back leg reaches back. Walk yourself up. Sit up nice and tall. So this may require a block or a book or something, or just simply being on the fingertips. See if you can relax. There's going to be some resistance likely in the calf muscle on the right side, knee, the ankle, like everything's going to be really tense. So we're just working to see if we can relax that. You can bring your hands to heart center. It's kind of a balancing pose. So if you feel tippy, that tracks. And then plant your hands, plant your palms, tuck the back toes under, step it back into downward facing dog. Right heel goes all the way to the earth, left knee back. All right, let's bring the left leg up high. Come up onto the right toes, left knee to the outside of the left wrist, foot toward the right wrist, finding our pigeon. Upright first, but to stay upright and start to relax the leg before coming forward. So look back to the back leg, that it's not on an angle. Walking the hands back toward the hips. Sitting up nice and tall. If there's any jamming in the lower back, finding a way through that. Yes, I'm already starting that primal breath. Start to walk your hands forward, fold over the leg. And this is where you are invited to take those 6 breaths with an inhale, nice and deep through the nose, and an exhale out through the mouth. So it can be a sharp exhale, it can be a scream, it can be a swear, it can be a note, like an om kind of thing if you want. Whatever feels right to you here. And when you're done surrendering into your natural breath, this posture always is one of the postures that feels like deep cleaning to me. So it's like, it's not where you do a superficial clean in your house, for instance. It's where you get, the cleaning substances out and you get a little scrub on. So using this as an opportunity for that release, for that cleanse, symbolically. A few more rounds of breath here. And then start to walk your hands back toward your hips. Drop your left hip to the earth. Right thigh comes up to meet the left foot. Rotate over toward the left hip. So maybe your right hand first comes to the left knee. And then walking yourself out, come down onto the left forearm. And again, we'll bring the right hand from the hip or from the knee all the way to the left toes and find that range of motion. Where do you need this stretch? And maybe you just place the hand on the earth. That's okay too. And begin to walk yourself back towards center. We're shifting over onto the left shin, bringing the right leg out behind us. I don't know the name for this. I'm open to suggestions. For some reason, it reminds me of like a gun or a bullet, but I don't think that's what people want to think of when they're doing yoga. I don't know. So we walk the fingertips back, and we're sinking back onto that left heel, finding balance. Maybe you're able to come up all the way onto the fingertips. Again, it's really going to depend on the openness at the top of the right thigh and the not ability, but like the release in the left thigh, left calf, ankle. All right, begin to plant the palms, tuck the back toes under, step back into down dog, rounding the left heel, bending the right knee. Let's drop the knees, walk the palms out, tip the tailbone toward the wall in front of you, chest and heart to the earth. Shift forward onto your belly into Sphinx. Elbows underneath the shoulders, arms parallel. And just begin to lift the feet up off the floor, reaching back through the toes, roll the shoulders down the back. Just hover the feet above the earth for a moment here, drawing your belly in toward your spine. Bring the legs out wide. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. Stand your hands underneath your shoulders and come up through seal. Roll the shoulders down the back. And lower down onto the earth. So we're going to take that shoulder opening, chest opening stretch. Right arm comes out alongside the body, finding the right angle for you. So it may be up from the shoulder, it may be parallel to the shoulder, it may be down from the shoulder. Lifting the left leg up high, bend at the knee, but comes all the way over. If you have boobs here, this is a good time to take that right boob and move it so that you can get the full depth of this stretch. Gotta mention it. And top arm can kind of do what it wants. So maybe you draw some circles, invite some movement here, especially if you spend a lot of time in one position. We're not staying here too long today, even though I feel like I want to be here for 10 minutes. Bring yourself over through center when you're ready, and do this on the other side. Right leg lifts, bend at the knee, it comes all the way over. Standing your foot on the earth, top arm comes up and drawing circles, inviting movement. Maybe there's some crunchy sounds, just embracing that. And this stretch it's good for not only if you spend a lot of time like sitting or slouching, but also if you do a lot of chest and ab exercises. So when we do sun salutations, for instance, we're doing a lot of chest strengthening, front body strengthening, and so that constricts the muscles. So we need to stretch those muscles out as well, so that we don't cave into center like little turtles. When you're ready, bring your left arm alongside the ear and turn all the way over onto your back. Yes, you have arrived. Da-da-da. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. If you need support here, roll up a blanket and wrap it around your ankles. We won't stay here for too long, but that option is always there. And arms up overhead, connecting the fingertips. This is a moment of recharge, where every bit of energy we created is being sent back through ourselves. So from foot to foot, hand to hand. And perhaps you start to see the symbol of infinity. Coming out from center, up the right arm, down the left. Down the right leg and up the left. All the way to the right arm again, down the left. Down the right leg and up the left. What was your intention for your practice today? Remembering that intention. Perhaps you connected to the symbol of infinity that you're drawing across the body. Begin to draw the knees in towards center, walk the feet that distance apart. Right hand to your heart space, left hand to your belly, focusing in on the rhythm of your heartbeat and the rise and fall of your left palm with your breath. What are you grateful for today? This is your moment of gratitude. So finding whatever it is that you're grateful for, allowing it to travel with the pulse and with the breath from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes. Releasing your arms to your sides, let your legs come out long. Coming back into corkscrew Shavasana, resting heavy on your mat. And you can be as heavy as you want to be, the earth can take it. But just let all that tension drop. Any trying or striving, searching or seeking, just stops. And you settle into your mat. As you draw your awareness up from your feet to the crown of your head, a wave of relaxation washes over you. And you are settled in your breath and in this space. And the big question today is, how can you play more in life? How can you invite more playfulness, more humor into your day, into your life?
Sometimes it's finding those secret moments of freedom, those weird little things that we did as kids to feel that way. And so without thinking too hard about it or disrupting your peace, maybe allowing thoughts or images to come forward for you, moments when you felt free and playful and silly. Have you ever noticed that when we really, really want someone or something, we tend to see it without clarity? The object of our lust looks flawless and glamorous, which should tell us something right away, but it doesn't. Someone is pretending to be other than they really are. They may even believe, or at least want to believe, their own deceit, but probably not. This pretense may be because they want to please others, because they lack the moral strength to present themselves and their ideas honestly, or because they simply hope to gain an advantage by fooling others. Sometimes people fool themselves into thinking they are better than others, and it is therefore all right for them to deceive. Although this is invalid logic, it is not uncommon. Vanity can be involved here, especially vanity based on something we know deep down to be untrue. False words like unmeant apologies may rise, or we may claim that something means little to us when in fact it means a great deal. There is a situation right now where the others involved need to wake up and notice what is really happening instead of allowing themselves to be fooled. This could be collectively or personally. The situation needs to be handled with care, lest the awakening have very explosive, destructive effects. If it is us who are the pretenders, we urgently need to be present to our true selves and our true ideas. This is a time to call upon honesty. Sometimes the truth behind a beglamored surface is that we have cast the glamour. So a more specific message for us today about just not in an anxious or hypervigilant way, but just noticing our lusts or the behaviors in ourself or others that we tend to gloss over or look away from in order to maintain a certain vision. And because we're inviting this playfulness in, we can do this with a light heart, not with our hearts closed, but with our hearts open. So starting to feel that flow through your heart, keeping it open. Begin to bring awareness back into the body with movements in the hands and feet, the wrists and ankles, moving the head from side to side. Having integrated this beautiful practice into our consciousness, to our muscles, to our spirit, feeling nicely fulfilled and whole. Starting to make your way over onto your right side into the fetal position. This is a moment to pause and fully realize the love that you have just given yourself, to receive that love. I have shown up for myself. And when you're ready, pressing into your palm, bringing yourself up to seated, finding a comfortable seat. We'll close the class together. And so bringing your hands together and creating warmth, some friction. It's not taking much today to create that warmth. And then release your hands to your sides, palms facing forward. Eyes closed, tall spine. You now receive through your palms a feeling of connection from the root that connects us all in the song that sings the universe. Kindness, compassion, empathy, community supports all of the ways in which we are not alone. We feel and receive this energy. And today we feel and receive this extra string of play, of lightheartedness. Feel that arrive in your heart space as it moves from your right hand through the body and out the left, as we step into the flow of giving and receiving. And flow is like prayer, a communication with the divine. And so we can set our intention into the flow. We can send feelings to others. Or we can simply sit in this feeling of being connected, of not being alone. Receiving and giving from right to left around the circle. When you're ready, draw your hands to your hearts, bow your head to your chest. Thank you so much for sharing this practice. Always.